guys, hey, it's Living Young Country Girl here, and I am going to be sharing with you guys our holiday home tour. So let me flip this camera and let's get to it. All right, so we're going to start in the living room here, and I'm going to show you guys some of the things, and I'll talk a little bit about how we changed some things up from last year's all white decor. You can see we have some color in there with the buffalo plaid, and really all I did was bought 2 spools of ribbon from Hobby Lobby, and I used that for the little twirls on the tree as well as all the bows that you see. And I picked up 2 stockings and some fabric, and I'll show you that and point it out as we go along. So here's our little tree. We have not actually decorated with our ornaments yet because we're waiting until everybody's home to do it. So it's all set, and it's just been nice having it this way. Actually, it looks really pretty, and it, you know, I like the way it looks, so it works out great. We have some of those pre-lit packages, and then some of my daughter's stuffed animals, as well as our little reindeer that I just threw that bow right on there to make him blend in or match. And then we just throw some knickknacks throughout our little shelf area. I love my stocking holders. Those big bronzy looking stars are great. We picked up these at Hobby Lobby as well when they were 40% off. And then I picked up this garland to go over our little mantle area when it was 40% off. Actually, I think it was 50% off, so it was only like around $20, and I absolutely love it because it really just tied in that area. And then I had those deer from last year, had that joy sign from last year, and the little trees. I don't know if you can see the little cone trees back there. I had made those last year. I think I did a video on it, or I talked about it in last year's video, so I'm not going to go into it again. But this is one of the things that my daughter loves, is this star topper that we have that actually makes stars on the ceiling. It's so fun. So that's it. Just kind of throw some knickknacks, some Christmassy items, our little gnome, and then that we have our little nativity scene and some Santas that I hand painted quite a few years ago. And then pretty much along this area, if you saw last year's video, I had these same little burlap little window treatment, you know, garland that was put up last year with some different bows, and then all I did was add that buffalo plaid bows from those 2 spools to the corners. And then we have our couch. So I did buy, it's like a kid and dog flop house here. I did buy some of these buffalo plaid throws, but I figure I can use them afterwards. Like, I don't have to, you know, they're not just for Christmas. We'll just keep using them. And then I bought 2.
And this is awesome.
Yeah, that was a pillow that they wanted. It does not match, but they really wanted it. So, and
until we have a plaid.
And then I bought 2 of the buffalo plaid pillows. So that just kind of evened out the couch, threw some on there. Can you guys see how many dogs there are? There's a little black one up there, a white one snuggled there, one snuggled there. Yep. I got one on the ground. And then the candle here, we always use these little nutcrackers that we picked up, I think, at the dollar store. Such a good deal. And they're really cute. And so they just go on there because we love nutcrackers. And then I just took some of that buffalo plaid ribbon, threw it around a candle holder that I picked up, just a jar vase thingy I picked up at the dollar store. My favorite, are you leaving, Diggy? He says, I don't want to be on camera. One of my favorite things is this horseshoe Christmas tree that my husband bought me last year. If you guys remember, it was on my table, and I added the bow to the top to have it go with this year's theme. And then, so this is the 3rd throw that we have that goes on this pillow with our Noel pillow from last year. So that's the living room pretty much. I'll show you a little quick scape over here too. So we have this fireplace, and you can see a lot of the white and gold and silvery things were still on this garland. So rather than redoing the whole thing, that one fell down, I just added the bows to the corners to kind of blend it all in. And then I made a little card holder with some of the ribbon. Again, just a way to really just throw that theme all around. And then this is our kids' bedrooms. They each have their stockings hung on their door for now. And then those were some stockings that my husband and I have had forever. This is our guest bathroom slash kids bathroom. There's not a lot going on in here, but a little bit. So we have Here I am in the mirror. We have some a little towel here that we got from a friend quite a few years ago, and a little sign that says joy. I don't think you can read it that well. These stars are actually up all year round, but we just added a little Santa Claus on there, and then this star is actually up all year round too, but it totally blends in, and then we just threw another Santa one here. So super simple, just throwing a couple things here and there, really just, you know, adds that little Christmas touch to it. And now we're gonna go, here's our entry table. We've got a couple of nutcrackers here on the side. I love my nutcrackers, so we've got those 3 there. That one's I picked out, and then one my daughter picked out, and one my son picked out. That lantern full of horseshoes and Christmas lights is actually there all year round too, because I love it. So it stays there all year round. It's just like a light feature, a little night light, whatever. And then I made this sign last year, the wise men will still seek him. And I found this mirror at Hobby Lobby as well for 20 bucks. I mean, I was so blown away. I was so happy with it. So I put that Merry Christmas sign that we picked up last year. I'm trying to say it was like $2 or $3. Some ornaments that we picked up on sale. We just hung them on there just to really kind of give it the look. Then we've got our deer. If you saw my video last year, I picked those up at Hobby Lobby after Thanksgiving for like $4. And they were on our dining room table or under our tree, but I decided to put them on the entry table this year. And I love it because I'll give you a full view of it. It just really brings it together. It's really simple, but very kind of rustic. The pine trees I picked up at Target in the $3 spot. The Joy Nativity scene is one that my mother-in-law got me quite a few years ago. Of course, we have our diffuser with Christmas spirit going on. And then some horseshoes, always have our horseshoes, and then a couple ornaments that I picked up either at, I think I picked them up at the Dollar Tree a couple years ago, the Noel. And then these are actually, right here is actually, let me show you guys this. This is actually a glass vase from the dollar store. It's flipped upside down, and this is paper that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. And I wrapped that around, just used a glue stick and turned it into a tall candle holder. How clever, huh? So altogether it costs me, what, $1? I got all of my candle holders out of my paper, the wooden looking ones, off 2 pieces of paper. And I believe they were on sale, so it was like $1.33 to make them. So, and of course I can reuse those vases, so there's that. And then we have our big lantern on this side with a bunch of Christmas balls. These were the Christmas balls from last year. And I just threw them in there with a string of the battery operated lights, so it looks really pretty when it's all lit up. And then we have a little Let It Snow sign going into our schoolroom, and some star Christmas garland up here. We always have our mistletoe. I love this. I picked this up at Hobby Lobby a couple years ago, and I think it's so beautiful with that big crystal underneath. It's so pretty. And then we just have another Christmas stocking on the door with a bell. This is just such a quick and simple, a cheap way. You can usually find Christmas stockings after Christmas on sale really good, for a really good price. So I'll pick them up and I use them to decorate a lot of times. And Olaf, he got buried under the glass, under the jackets. We have Olaf here who's hanging out by the front door. And then I did decorate out front a little bit, but it's not too decorated. And then the kids, here's our schoolroom / office. I found this like little snow stuff at Hobby Lobby. They've got all their little snowflakes, or I'm sorry, snow globes. Their little Disney snow globes that I picked up years ago. And then just some cute ornaments that they really like. And then we have a little nativity and a little believe. And then I love this sign, the Merry and Bright. We got that at Hobby Lobby last year when it was like 80% off. It was such a good deal. And then we've got our Advent little Christmas balls that are in there. We got our 12 Days of Kindness Santas up. And then we have just some snowflakes hanging across the curtain rod, along with a couple ornaments up there. So I usually put lights in this window, but I didn't do it this year just because I just didn't have the time to. So, okay, and then we have one of our advent calendars. We have many advent calendars. Each kid has their own, and then there's kind of a joint one. So this is one I picked up this year. I think it was at Target, I'm pretty sure. And then the little Tomets. And then the kids found a oh, it was a Hobby Lobby, my daughter just said, found those little snowmen at a craft store or a craft show that we were at, and they wanted them, so they picked them up. So I love this Advent, whatever, house. It is so beautiful, so rustic. It totally fits in perfect. All right, now let's go to the dining room. Okay, so here's our dining room table. I kept it really simple this year. Last year, just eating at our dining room table was a little bit hard because there was so much stuff and it was so big. I actually am looking for like a tobacco box or some kind of like rustic wooden box to put in the middle instead of that vase. I love the vase, but it's so tall that we have a hard time seeing over it. So that can kind of be a bummer. And then we have the same thing, the burlap with the buffalo plaid bows on the corners. And then we have our little fireplace, or I'm sorry, our little hot, it's supposed to be a wet bar, but we use it as a coffee bar since we don't drink. And we just have our coffee cups up here. We've got, again, some ornaments in the buffalo plaid, a sign I made that says, "Baby, it's cold outside." And then a really pretty lead glass, oh, I forgot to turn that on, Christmas tree, and then some cups. And I got those a couple years ago. Somebody gave me those Starbucks cups, so of course we have them. And then our little hot cocoa station that I actually still am in the process of filling up. I still need to pick up a few more things at the store to finish off our hot cocoa spot. So, and then here's our fireplace. It's a corner fireplace, and like I said, this had a lot of the white and gold on here from last year, so it's not super, you know, it wasn't blending in at all. And so I actually went in and put those bows on there, and once I did that, I liked it a lot. So it's a corner fireplace, and it makes it a little bit challenging sometimes to, you know, figure out how to decorate it, but it ended up working out really good. So, all right, off to the kitchen. Oh, she wants to show you something real quick.
I made this, and it goes like this, and it's a little snow globe with a Christmas tree in it. Yes,
that was a snow globe she made. She was really proud of. Oh, then we have a wreath on the back door with the buffalo plaid too. So, okay. I have this red star up. That's up all year round too. And then we have this sign that I made, and I just drill the holes in it and throw the lights in it after I use my Cricut to do it, along with this little nativity set that my mother-in-law got me. I think it's really pretty, so we put it there. And then we have, I'm gonna go back to that, my pantry door with the wreath that's always on there, and then I usually just change out the bow or the ornament or whatever, depending on the season, to go with whatever it is. Being it's a glass door, it kind of helps hide it. So, and then we've got the kitchen. I did add that little reindeer sign up there, and then I literally take those bowls, I'm gonna zoom in a little, and I just throw a bunch of ornaments in them. Like, it's the most simple, cheap thing ever, especially if you buy your ornaments like at the end of season. Like, I'm looking for some black and red ones for next year for decorating a couple places. So, I don't know, who knows, I might change my idea. The kids' advent calendars, but it's just such a great way to do it, just to throw those in there. I found this really cute cookie cutout, like little cookie cutouts, mittens thing at Target, I think it was, at the $3 spot. And I thought that was just perfect for going in the kitchen because, you know, you cook Christmas cookies, so I love that. And then we have our kids' advent calendar, another advent tree with some bells around it. And then by my soap dish thingy I always have here, just some poinsettias that go in a jar that I always have sitting here with an ornament on it. These were left over from last year, the dollar store, I think. And then I have some more ornaments on one of those dishes up there. And my farm charm with a little ornament tree sitting next to it. My Noel sign. And I debated changing out the Noel sign and adding some like buffalo plaid to a couple of the letters. But I decided just to leave it and not worry about it. So there's another one of those stars that I have. And then more ornaments piled up there. And the sign and some more ornaments up here. So that is pretty much the kitchen. I threw a snowflake ornament on top of my little tier thing just to kind of, I just wired it on there to make it look Christmassy so that my, you know, have a little Christmas theme there. And another vase that I'll switch out the flowers depending on the time of year, you know, sunflowers, daisies, roses, whatever. And right now it's the poinsettias. And then my little corner spot, some candle holders that I've had for so many years. I don't even remember where I got them from. Again, some ornaments that I just threw up there. So a lot of times, like this little piece ornament, or like the candy cane ornament, I find so many times, or like the snowflake ornament, a lot of times will end up just taking things that I find on sale and throw them there, and it works out perfect. You know, just ornaments that you find at the end of season that you can use later to decorate. So I also found these really cute towels. It says Joy with the mistletoe and the buffalo plaid. And then these were some I had from last year that were the gold and silver. And then I also have above our sink a little burlap bow with some mistletoe. Because I figure if you're doing dishes, you should at least be able to get a kiss, right? So there you go, guys. That is our holiday home tour. Sorry that went so long. I was just trying to show you guys everything. But I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas and that you enjoyed this video. Give me a comment, subscribe if you liked it, hit the like button, and comment and let me know what you guys are going to do this Christmas with your family. From our family to yours, have a very Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
And there you go. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye.